Hello everyone. At the end of last week, Heatblur released a new video and a pre-order option for the F-14BU. This is a general modernization of the F-14B with all sorts of fancy new systems, really nice modernized HUD, JDAM employment options, IGI options, a digital FCS, all sorts that they've added in there. And in real life, this was an attempt to kind of extend the life of the F-14B and turn it into a little bit more of a strike aircraft when it was starting to show its age. All fine, all cool. I don't normally do videos about new announcements, but this one also came with a fair amount of controversy about its pricing and purchasing options. And there's been a fair amount of debate on my Discord, and I've seen a huge amount of debate on the Heatblur Discord about all this, and so I just wanted to do the potentially insane thing and wade into the middle of this and give my 2 cents. So just so everyone is on the same page, the F-14BU is a independent module that is being released. It is currently being sold at a price point of $50 US. There is no discount for existing owners of the F-14B, but you do need to own the existing F-14A/B module in order to buy the BU. There is a package deal available for the original AB version and this new BU version. That is $110 US for the entire set. And just as a comparison, that price point puts the BU upgrade in a similar territory to a normal full independent standalone module. It's more expensive than the F100 and the LA7. It's a bit cheaper than the MiG-29 and the C-130. But is notably more expensive than most other upgrades that we've been offered in the past, things like the upgrade for the A-10C2 or the Black Shark upgrade from the Black Shark 2 to the Black Shark 3. Those tend to be priced a lot lower for existing customers, tends to be closer to about the $30 US mark. Now, from my point of view, looking at the systems, looking at what we're getting here, I do absolutely see Heatblur's point. I do think that this could well justify being a fully fledged module in its own right. The internal cockpit is full of new systems, new displays, new ways of interacting. The BU's mission statement is different from the A or the B variant, in that instead of really trying to be this fleet defense air superiority fighter, it instead was moving much more onto a precision strike package. You get to do all sorts of things along those lines, things like JDAM implementation, better mission planning options. Definitely seems like this is going to fit more into a kind of a hybrid case, where it's kind of in between the F-14B and, say, the Strike Eagle, kind of a stepping stone between those. Nowhere near as modern as a Strike Eagle, but certainly seeming a lot more modern than the F-14 and being a lot more ground attack focused. I can see they've put a huge amount of effort into this, and it is really nice that a lot of the general upgrades that they're putting forward, and their slight things to do with Jester AI, the writing on the windows, etc., all of that is also being backported into the older modules for free, which I'm really big fan of. And yeah, for me personally, I can see the $50 mark there being absolutely fine for this. I'm quite happy to pay that amount for what I see to be effectively a new module. But then there's the but. And this is the weird thing, that to get the F-14BU, you require already owning the F-14A/B module that they released previously. And that's where they really kind of lose me here. If the F-14BU is an independent module and is priced as an independent module, fine. But if it's an independent module, then surely you shouldn't need to purchase any other module in order to play it. If, on the other hand, the F-14BU is just an expansion to an existing module, a kind of an upgrade like we've seen before, then surely the price point should match that. It seems to me like they kind of want to have their cake and eat it a bit here. They want to price this as if it is a full standalone module. They're marketing it as a full standalone module, but then they're saying you have to buy the previous one in order to get this, which to me just doesn't quite make sense. And honestly, it doesn't affect me at all. I already have the original F-14, and as I said, I'm happy with the new price point. But it is a bit weird that people who are now wanting to buy in, if they like the idea of the BU module, but just aren't a fan of the era depicted in the A and B original module, it seems a bit weird that they're being forced to buy that original to play this new modern one, if, as I said, it is meant to be a standalone module in its own right. Honestly, I think the best solution here is just simply dropping that requirement would seem to make the most sense. You can sell it at that price and just have it as an independent module. People who want both, yeah, they can buy the pack with both of them put together, a little bit less than buying the two individually. But it just seems a bit of a weird decision to me. So yeah, that's pretty much my thinking about this. I'm not angry with this decision, I'm more just slightly confused more than anything else of why they're dithering between, is this a full module or is this an expansion? I think they just need to pick one, make it clear, go down that route. Still, I am looking forward to this module. I am happy to pay the price that they've announced for it. I am very, very much looking forward to getting my hands on this new piece. But this is just yet another weird marketing decision from the various teams working on DCS, which just puts a bit of a sour taste in a lot of people's mouths. But do let me know what you thought about this price point. Are you happy to pay it? Do you think it's too much? Do you think it's fair that they've got the requirement to own the previous module in there? Do you think this should be bundled in? Please give me your opinion down below. Always happy to see what the general thoughts are out there. And as always, do try to be kind to yourselves and everyone else. Cheers.